Hi, it's Marie, the Soul Alchemist. It's time to pick your own card weekly guidance for the 6th through to the 12th of March. So without thinking about it, if you've not already tuned in, tune into cards 1, 2, or 3. And I'm going to reveal the messages, the themes, and the energies that will support you over the next 7 days. Also, stick around for the bonus card, which is going to be revealed at the end. That is all about karmic challenges. Now, we've got a full moon on Tuesday. That peaks at 12:45 GMT time on Tuesday the 7th, and that's also going to support you in particular with the bonus card, because if it kind of really resonates and you can kind of really think about what the bonus card means to you, then you can put that on your full moon list to release with that beautiful ritual, whatever ritual you use to support you. So I would also encourage you to listen to all 3 cards, because all of them will resonate in some shape or form, but you'll have your particular focus. So just, I'm just going to adjust my screen. Okay, so without further ado, it is the birth card for number 1. So this is all about new chapters, new beginnings. It is about bringing something new into your life or into your business. So this could be a new relationship. It could be a new way of being, a habit, a new kind of mindset, ritual that you've got going on, where you're trying to shift something in terms of, you know, your beliefs. It can also be downloads, a new service, a new product, perhaps going for a new job. So it's all birth. It's got this sense of newness, and we've got this beautiful light within this card. So it's that kind of like dawn is breaking, and it's like that potential and possibility of what is available for you through the day. What experiences can you bring and really, really enjoy? So the birth card is going to really support you, especially if you are wanting to change something, wanting to kind of step into something new, or you've had all of these ideas and downloads and you're not sure how to actually birth the thing into the world. You're going to get more ideas, more support, maybe kind of be inspired to ask people to help you, to get guidance, to actually kind of bring it to fruition. There's going to be labor pains, of course, or you've maybe experienced those labor pains already, the resistance and the kind of the monkey mind and all of that, maybe delays of the thing actually coming to pass. And this could also be kind of like, you know, new starts with home, moving house, all of that type of stuff. So there's labor pains there, there's challenge, there's struggle, but it's the why, it's the result, it's the goal that is really driving you forward, and it's keeping you like being persistent with hanging on to pushing this through. So this week it's kind of like that last little push, really kind of coming into being, and then it's really kind of getting that thing out into the world or establishing this new thing in a bigger way. So expect a little bit of challenge maybe this week, but just know that you're really close, and it's just about just trusting and having that faith and sticking to the course, and just allowing that excitement and that kind of joy that also comes with birth when you've finally done it and you've completed, you've accomplished, and there's that real sense of achievement. That is all there ready waiting for you. So birth is where you are, you know, birth is what you're putting out into the world this week. So stay true to this process, because you're nearly there. If you've picked card 2, but before we go to card 2, if you want to go deeper with that particular card, if that really resonates with you, or you just want to understand what your next 3 months looks like and have Akashic healing, well, the whole session actually is filled with healing. As I channel your guides and bring, you know, beings of light into the session as well. There will be a specific Akashic record clearing also in that session, along with a forecast of your next 3 months. If that's something that you really want to explore and be supported with, then you can do that from £33 a month on subscription, and I can hold the space for you for a whole year with 4 sessions. Let me know if that's something that you would like to do, or just a single session, and I can support you with that. So if you have picked card 2, it's another major card, and it's Archangel Raphael. So this week it's all about healing, but what I'm really getting strongly with this card is being able to receive. How good are you at receiving? healing, support, advice, guidance, surrendering to your guides and the will of the universe. How easy is that for you? Quite often, you know, we are beautiful givers of information and support and healing and holding space and wisdom and all of the practical physical things that we do. But this card, Archangel Raphael, is asking for you to be in more of a receiving mode this week, because that's going to serve and support you more than it is to be giving. Now, of course, you're not going to perhaps let go of the giving aspect, because Archangel Raphael is, you know, giving this green ball, but at the same time, it lights up his heart, because, you know, that giving and that receiving, it works for both parties. But I'm really strongly guided with this card this week is that if you can put yourself more in a receiving mode this week, which probably will feel uncomfortable because you don't normally do it, then you're going to get more expansion, more growth, more nurturing, more healing, more nourishment, which is going to serve and support you, you know, after this week. But it's also it's almost like not a test, but it's like a challenge you can set for yourself and be kind of like, okay, can I go through the day receiving more than I give? Am I able to do that? And I bet you that will feel quite uncomfortable, but also it might feel really, really hard. But I want you to give it a go, because you're going to be breaking some patterns, maybe dissolving some limiting beliefs, maybe being able to see maybe where there's some sticking points for you if you set yourself this intention or this challenge this week. So be in the receiver mode this week. And I say that receiving also is maybe receiving some insight or wisdom or some opinions that you maybe don't agree with, but allow yourself to receive them. Maybe not from a place of emotional triggering now, just from a place of neutrality. And it's like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Just so that you can see maybe some dynamics of a relationship play out, maybe a karmic pattern that's you've been doing for ages. Receiving this in a very neutral way will really shift you forward, because you're going to be able to get that insight. You're going to be able to see it, and then you're going to be able to do something with it. But first of all, you get the knowledge of it, you see it. So how can you receive more this week? More abundance, more love, more healing, more support. How can you receive more this week? And it might mean that you need to ask for it as well. So that might feel uncomfortable, actually saying that you need help and support, and breaking down some of those myths that you have built and those stories around, you know, it's wrong to ask for support, or it's a sign of weakness, or whatever stories we can tell ourselves. This is an opportunity to break that down as well. So receive, 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 receive. That is your mantra this week. Let me know how that card resonates. And if you need deeper support and you want to understand what your next 3 months look like, then we can do an empowerment tarot session. We can focus on business, money, relationships, whatever is you're called to go deeper with. It will include Akashic record healing, but the whole session tends to be a kind of a full-on healing session, just with our guides and the things that I channel through on the session. So it's more than just a tarot. It's not just a tarot session. It's far beyond that. So if that's something that you feel that you need and you'd like to step into that, you can do it from £33 a month. You can get 4 sessions a year. So I hold your hand for 12 months. So let me know if that's something you would like to explore, and we can get you booked in. Okay, so if you pick card 3, and don't forget, all of these 3 cards are going to resonate in some shape or form. So do listen to all messages, and we have the bonus card coming up as well. So Master Artisan, one of my favorite cards at the pack. It's 8, it's success, it's wealth, it's business. Doesn't have to obviously directly connect in with business. It can connect in with work. It can connect in with how you just show up with your family or with your circle of friends and in your community. You're being called and acknowledged that you're able to step up bigger than what you're going at the moment. So you have the wisdom, you have the gifts, you have the experience, but you can share this in a bigger way than what you're doing at the moment. And this is what this card, the Master Artisan, is doing, is reluctantly stepping up and being the teacher rather than the student. And we've got loads of students here, and pouring crystals into the student's hands where he's sharing his wisdom about those. So where can you do this in a bigger way? Where are you hiding yourself? Where are you kind of not being visible, keeping yourself quiet in the background? This card is saying you have lots to share, so please step up. You can do this, step through the fear and do it anyway. Because on the other side, what we've got is this sense of accomplishment and, oh my God, I can do this. And that builds self-belief and self-confidence. But also there is an opportunity to maybe make money by this as well, get a bonus, get recognized in some, you know, get some kind of acclaim, maybe towards, you know, a job promotion or a bonus or something like that. So share your wisdom in a bigger way. And be active in that as well. So you might be asked, but if you're not asked, then actively just put yourself out there and offer to, you know, speak up and do something in a bigger way than what you're doing at the moment. So the Master Artisan is card 3. So do let me know how the card resonates, and all of these cards resonate. And if you want to go deeper, then please do reach out for that Empowerment Tarot. We can focus on business, general, relationships, money. And I get to do some healing for you. You're held in a beautiful healing space for the whole session anyway, but we do specific Akashic healing. Your guides will be there doing healing in the background as well. And you will get insight and understanding of what your next 3 months looks like as well. So if you want to do that, you can do it from £33 a month on subscription. You get 4 sessions a year. So I get to hold you in a container, sacred container, for the next 12 months. Reach out to me if that's something that you would like to explore, or you have a question, or you'd like the link to book. So you want to know what your karmic challenges are, how you can work through these, work with the moon, any moon. It doesn't have to be the next moon that's coming up. It can be any moon, any karmic challenge. The idea is that I want to activate some kind of memory or insight for you where you can perhaps see this playing out, because it's karmic challenge. So it's a karmic pattern. It's a feeling. It's something that's on repeat, perhaps, you know, from a past lifetime. It may be genetic. It might be ancestral. It's the garden, though. I don't think we've had the garden as the bonus card before, and certainly not with karmic challenges. So we've got 2 children here. So this is family. For some of you, it's going to be obviously children, grandchildren, but it could also be nieces, nephews. Younger members of the family is the karmic challenge. So how are you getting triggered? And I'm also being given inner child. So how are you being triggered, or what is triggering you to perhaps where your inner child comes through and feels hurt, wants to have a little tantrum? That's perfect information for you to do some healing with well, it's an indication that you need to do some healing with the inner child, but also understand what that trigger is and why it is. Why is the inner child feeling hurt or triggered? Or angered, or not heard, not seen. That's usually kind of, you know, the usual things. But also, and part of that might be that the triggers are younger people, frustration with you not being heard, you not being listened to, wanting to control, and I'm speaking from personal experience here, wanting to control their behavior or their responses or their actions or their decisions in some shape or form. And so that really triggers us because they're not doing that. And of course they've got free will, but of course, you know, depending on the age, you know, we have a certain amount of responsibility for their safety, and also sharing our own experiences as well to help and support them. But we could be triggered here by younger members of the family. Or you've got your inner child that could be triggered by anybody or anything. We've also got karmic challenges of your past. So have you had quite a traumatic childhood? Has there been certain things that have stood out that maybe you need more healing because they're still creating a karmic repeat in this present life, you know, at this present time? So childhood, this, you know, in this lifetime, is there any particular things that maybe you've not addressed, you've not managed to go deep enough, or have completely avoided because you just feel it's too painful? This is also a karmic challenge. And so again, with the full moon, or with somebody that's going to, you know, hold space and ask the right questions and be able to facilitate the, you know, the aligned healing, that's also something that you could look at as well. So there's a lot around karmic, you know, child energies that is coming through with this particular card. So, and this would only come up because we are ready for it. So don't feel that this is like, oh my God, there's no way that I can do this. This card is only coming up because we can do it. But if you do need that support to facilitate the process, then I would recommend that you get that as well. Shadow work, journaling, self-reflection, soul inquiry is a great way just to gently go deeper. Ask yourself, you know, pertinent questions that just help to open the door, unlock it a little bit, have it a bit ajar, start to, you know, shine the light in there, but in a gentle way. That's what's coming through. So you might find that the triggers are with children or younger members of the family, and it's triggering something in you. That's all they're doing. It's reflecting back to you. It's also inner child, which would also be connected in there, but it's also perhaps a childhood memory or experience that you've had that is now ready to be looked at, to be healed, to be released. And if you need support with that, let me know. So the garden is the perfect card for us, I do believe. And as I say, my guides are strongly saying you would only get this card if you're ready for it. Now, whether you choose to do anything with it is entirely up to you, but you've got an opportunity to release karmic challenges if you're ready to step into that work. So let me know how these cards resonate. I would love to hear. And if you do need any support, whether it be more with the healing or with its kind of your forecast for the next 3 months, or if you want to do 4 sessions over the year and still receive healing, then please do reach out. Empowerment Tarot session, Alchemy Accelerator sessions, or you can come into Akashic Record training or masterclasses into the membership. There's lots of different ways that I can support you, all connected in with the Akashic Records. So it gets to the root cause, the root of your issues, but you are lovingly supported through the process. That's what I do. I hold space in a really, well, my guides hold the space. I facilitate and channel and activate and alchemize. So that's what, you know, that's my part in it. So let me know if that's something that you feel that you need support with, you like my energy, how I deliver, how I communicate, how I share, then I would love to support you in a deeper way. Okay, so love and blessings. Let me know how you found those cards. And if you, if you want to work deeper, let me know. But if not, I will see you in 7 days. Love and blessings. Have a fabulous week. Bye.